Now Wentz. Samuel bringing in the slant. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Wentz now on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? Which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now, because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half.
He dumps it off to Barkley, and he'll be out right at the 35. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Again, he'll drop to throw. Incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Meanwhile, Wentz's throw taken in by Samuel.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
It returns it right back to Samuel.
And he's brought down. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Gibson.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal.
Quick throw outlined by Wentz.
A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
They'll try to run with Gibson, and he will take it in. Touchdown, Commanders. Antonio Gibson
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Commanders take a 3-touchdown lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And it's now 21-0.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
A give up the middle to Gibson.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll go again with Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Sly able to put this one through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Only 3 points there, but I got to think at this point in the 3rd quarter, that's all you're really looking for.
And right now the lead is 3 touchdowns and 3 2-point conversions. So you and I both know a huge order for the best of teams. And from what we've seen so far, hard to believe that that's a likely scenario. 3 2-point conversions, that's difficult.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Jones with a handoff to Barkley.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
On 2nd and 9, Jones.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got Bellinger.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Daniel Bellinger.
50 yards.
And the Giants are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Wentz now on 1st down.
And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Now Wentz again. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked by Julian Love. And the Giantsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance.
He's got a man complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw.
That's complete left side to Shepard. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Barkley again.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. They're going to run it with Barkley. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Back to the air on second down. Wentz. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Wentz. Throw right side complete to Dotson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
On 1st down, Wentz. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Ball at the 14 for 2nd and 5. Gibson here running out of the gun. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Gibson again. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
They'll try to run it with Gibson.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson
Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Commanders are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Bobby McCain.
And the Commanders are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly.
And taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 61 yards.
And the Commanders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Slide for the PAT.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for And now here is another interception. And he'll return it to the 20.